Boise, Idaho, and way too many cars.
You good girl, aren't you? You are. You did good at calming yourself down, and now you're worn out. Good girl. You good girl.
What is up? Just a little update. Made the trip back home. Took quite some time, but I've been here for a few days here. Definitely been pounding a lot of food in, getting some nice relaxation, a lot of bonding with, most importantly, my fiancee Lane. Been great to see her and get this time together during this break, and dogs everywhere. Been around a lot of dogs. Me and Lane have two. We have Jane, which is right here. Jane, you're on video. You want to say hi? Say hi, Jane. But that's Jane. And then we have Charlie, and then we have a couple others that, as far as been around as far as babysitting, and then sister-in-law, and there are a couple dogs over there, 3 dogs over there, so, and a couple cats, just all kinds of dogs, and they're all been missing fortune. I've been missing everybody too. But anyway, been great being here. I just, my heart is just blowing up like fireworks. But it definitely needed the rest. I ended up taking a Greyhound all the way across the country coming back here. I slept like 2 hours in 3.5 days. Wow, just all kinds of things, man. It started in the bus station and have somebody sit down next to me when there was like 30 seats that direction, 30 seats that direction. They ended up sitting next to me, leaning into my backpack as I'm just sitting there waiting on the first bus. And one of the most god-awful smells I ever smelled in my life. Really felt like they might have went in their pants a few times. And I'm a thru-hiker. I'm used to having stinky smells and being around stinky people, and this was bad. Why he decided to sit right next to me, I have no idea, but he was mumbling. I have no idea what he was saying. So I left. Found a different place myself. He looked at me like, well, why would you leave me? Why would you leave? I thought we were bonding. And then another hour later, another lady comes and does the same exact thing. She sits right down next to me when there's nobody else in this terminal and hands me this like egg sandwich or something, asks me to open it for her. And, like, it's not like she handed it to my hand. She just kind of threw it in my lap. And like I open it, and then she's sitting there eating this thing right next to me. Go nom 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 nom, all kinds of sounds and everything else. Hi Jane, how you doing? Come on here. Come here, lay down. Come on. Everybody wants to hear the story, but she sits right down next to me, eating this sandwich, just blah blah blah, and then asks me if I know if there's a phone. It's like, yeah, there's a couple payphones out there. And she's just not getting the hint. I'm like leaning over. Like, she's just not getting the hint that I really do not want her sitting right next to me like that. But, so I end up having to leave there too because she's asking for her phone. She asked to use my phone. Like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not going to use my phone. I don't know where you've been or where your hands have been. I'm not going to use the phone. You have payphones out there. Anyway, finally got on the bus. Find out the bus that I was supposed to be on was like 3 hours late. So they put me on another bus, which then took me to Pittsburgh. And I'm not going to go through this whole thing. It is literally just one story after another. Very odd stories with people. I was surrounded by a mom and her two girls where they were like vomiting for like 3 of the bus rides. It's like different. We end up being on the same buses for like 3 different transfers. And they were like vomiting right around me. I'm like, oh, great, now I'm going to get sick and stomach flu or something. But I never did, so I'm not sure what was going on with them. But it was so weird because they would like throw up, and then their mom would give them like cookies or something. Like, that's not what I would want to eat after I threw up. I don't really get what's going on there. But anyway, everything was good. She was a great mother because it was probably the two most well-behaved kids I'd ever seen in my life, especially being on a bus like that. But then there was a bus driver who decided he was going to get on the intercom and tell everybody about his marriage that just ended after 34 years. And I'm telling you, it does not give you peace of mind when a bus driver is telling you how sad he is over the intercom and knowing he's going to be driving you for the next 300 or 400 miles. It's a little weird. I think Jane thinks I'm talking to her. She's like, okay, I don't understand this story, but pet me anyway. But it was a great ride. I'm being very positive there. But it was definitely, it got me to where I needed to go. It got me to my lovely future bride. It got me to the puppies. It got me back home to where I can rest and relax and eat a lot of calories. I've been having a lot of problems with my guts. The ongoing issue I have with my digestive issues, definitely, I've had 2 or 3 flares now in the last month or so, and the last one has been kind of a doozy. So that is actually the worst thing that is going on to me right now. It's like my feet hurt a little bit, not much. My legs ache, but that's because of the digestive flare-ups that I have, the ongoing issues, which I'll just leave it at that. Besides that, I'm just really exhausted, especially from the bus ride, or the bus rides. 3.5 days, and I slept 2 hours, and I have not caught up on that yet. But anyways, I just wanted to give you an update. I'm enjoying my downtime here for this break before finishing the last half of the AT, and loving my time with my lady. She was going to be coming to visit, probably in about towards the end of May. And we would have only got 2 days together, and this worked out much better, more economical. Get to come home, get to see the fur babies, get to see her, and spend all my time with her, and her spend all her time with me. It's been very healing and very great. So still going to be here for a few more days. How long, I don't really know. At least I'm not going to tell you yet. So basically, keep watching, going to keep updating you. And you'll know when I'm going back on trail or when I'm back on the trail here, and with the update. So stay tuned, and I'm definitely enjoying this downtime, and hope everybody's enjoying their time and living life, and conquering those mountains, whether they be real mountains or symbolic mountains. Keep on living life, and I'll talk to y'all real soon.